Hi everybody, I just thought I'd shoot a Facebook Live here on Bank Holiday weekend on the Sunday. You lose all track of which day of the week it is at the minute with the lockdown. So every day is the same, it doesn't really make any difference, but officially it is a Bank Holiday weekend this weekend. So if you're having a great time, say hi in the comments or what you're up to, what the weather's like where you are. It's been very windy up here last couple of days, although it's nice and clear now and sunny. Just what I want to talk about is we've been with this fantastic company now 2 years, but I want to go back to the company I joined before because there's something that I forgot to explain to people. It's about the potential in the marketplace of how much money you can actually make is one of the reasons you get involved or you look at an opportunity to make lots of money. Now, in our opportunity, well, I'll talk about how much money you can make at the minute on the commissions level. So if you get £100 worth of orders, you get just over £100. It's £104. You actually get 30% commission. So roughly, you've just made over £30. But we'll have lots of incentives as well. So the last particular catalogue, and I just like to show you these. You got 4 products. First was a perfume valued £20. Then there's a matching shower gel valued £9. Then there's a mascara valued £10. And one of our famous products, the Tender Care, which is an amazing product. It fixes all kinds of things, valued £9. So for doing £104 worth of orders, you got 30% commission, which is just over £30, but you got £46 worth of free products. Now you can sell them on to customers, or you can keep them yourself, or use them for raffles, all kinds of different things to find new customers. Now that's amazing, you know, to have that extra. This particular catalogue, for hitting the certain levels, you get an extra £45 worth of products as well. No, I think the last one was 45, 46. But this is just a one-off. It happens every catalogue that you can get these extra products. And some of the top ones did over £1,700 and £1,800 worth of orders. So if you split your deliveries, then you can get all these free products and use them for whatever you want. But it's an extra profit. So that's one thing people might be missing out on. But a few people, when I actually joined, they decided to do some research and ask the public what they would actually buy. So if you don't know, with me, I was with a company for over 25 years. But when I joined that, I didn't go and ask the public what they thought. I looked at the potential of how much money can be made. So if orders are being placed now, which they are well, before I joined, I checked out anyway, do the products retailer do? And I actually came across the company back in '94. There was a girl locally do it, and her house was full of products. So I knew the products was going to sell. So it's very dangerous to ask the public's opinion what they think of it. You've just got to look, are the products selling at the minute and how much potential there was. So when I joined the other company, our big competitor at the time was Betterware. Betterware was doing about 70 million and we were doing about 6 million, and we weren't in the Republic of Ireland. So I just knew it was going to work. And when I started off, there's a lot of people very loyal to Betterware, saying, no, we just buy from Betterware. We just buy from Betterware. But if you're regular and consistent in an area, you'll build up your own customer base, and actually people will start buying off you, and that will happen. Now that's happened exactly the same, except we've found people saying that the competition products out there, they're saying to them, the other company, don't bother coming back, we'll just buy from you. Now, to be quite honest, there's enough in the marketplace for both companies. Our product range might look the same, but they're drastically different, and we'll regularly get large orders from the other company, so there's a lot of products in the other catalogue that they kind of get a hold of, which is fine, and some of our agents actually buy from the other company as well. Plus, we also trade in the Southern Ireland. So we haven't pulled out of any countries. We're trading Southern Ireland, so you can just happily sponsor in the Southern Ireland. So back to when I joined the other company, all them years ago in '92, it was only turning over 6 million and had I could just see a massive potential. And when we actually peaked with it, the whole company ended up doing 100 million, and our particular team actually did over 60 million in a year. And then that was basically down to my belief that I knew we could actually make it work. Now, things have changed a little bit because now I've got over 25 years experience in this industry and completely understand it. So I know what's going to happen, and I know if people stick with it, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger because it's already proven that in Europe. Some of the top agents in Russia, for example, are earning £100,000 every 3 weeks. And that work times that by 17, it's 1.7 million a year. Now, there's lots of people going to be losing their jobs. Unfortunately, when we come out of this with lockdowns gently getting lifted, but there's a lot of businesses that weren't trading very well in the first place. They're going to disappear. And there's not going to be enough jobs to go around for people who want to have an amazing lifestyle. So for the next 5 to 10 years, there's going to be a major opportunity with this business to grow it, but because the potential is there's very few people doing it in the UK and Ireland. Hardly any at all. You're lucky if you even bump into somebody else. Now, the big difference between what happened 25 years ago and now is we've now got a fantastic online model as well. The online model is amazing. So back in the day when we got to 100 million with the other company, it was completely done online, where you're only tapping into about 1 or 2 households out of 10 that buy through a catalogue. Now, I always used to think, what's happened to the other 8 out of 10? Why are they not buying? Our products are fantastic. There's no reason why they shouldn't. But maybe it's a snob factor that people don't like to buy on the doorstep. Whatever reason, that's the same. It was exactly the same in the UK, exactly the same in Ireland, Scotland, Wales, wherever we are. Them figures was exactly the same. Now, guess what? It's no different from the new company, exactly the same. But what we've got different is we can tap into the people online who were never looked at a catalogue on the doorstep, but they'll order online, become a customer, carry on ordering online, but if they're local, they like to see a catalogue. Now, if you don't see the catalogue, that's what it looks like. The catalogues are 30p each. And if you think back to going to how much it used to cost to get photograph paper, a piece of paper photocopied, you know, it was about something 5 or 10p, I think, or it's something like that. There's something like 140 pages in there with fragrance testers on and all kinds of different things. It's so professional. But each catalogue has products up to 70% off. Now, when you can take products to the marketplace where you're giving customers 70% off, people love that. When was the last time you went to the supermarket and give you 70% off? Now, supermarkets do buy one, get one free, and obviously they do that to tempt you in. But when they're doing exactly the same thing in a much bigger way, so everybody wins. So we can get lots of free products and lots of commission. So that's a winner, and the public can get free products as well because we have a VIP system in place for online customers, so they can get free products. But what we've really got is a massive opportunity to be tapped into over the next 5 to 10 years, and that can change your lifestyle forever. Now, putting the telly on, it's all gloom and doom, and as soon as we can get rid of this bug, the better. But if you look at the trends out there, things were changing massively. Before this even happened, the high street was struggling, absolutely struggling massively. There's major chains were just hanging on by a shoestring to still be trading. Now, guess what? There's a lot of people who used to like shopping on the high street who didn't want to get into online shopping. Guess what they've done in the last few weeks? They've got into online shopping. And they'll found how convenient and easy it is to do online shopping. So when online shopping was actually booming before this, it's just exploded in the lockdown. I know people work for some people that work from the different courier companies like Hermes and TNT and Parcel Force, etc. And their delivery numbers have gone through the roof since the lockdown came in place. So you've got to be in an industry which is going to be explode. So if you're looking to think, oh, I wish there was something out there I could get involved with, we've got it. So either bob me a message. If you want somebody in one of our Team Terrier group, make sure you connect with them, because we will have the best support system in the company. We already have got it really, but we're just getting it better and better. We've found some amazing things in the lockdown that we probably wouldn't have found if it hadn't been for the lockdown, finding different ways to do it, and the opportunity is just going to get better. But unlike the last time, it was difficult to actually cover the growth, because obviously when your company starts growing fast, to get stock of products is like very, very difficult. And I thought it was actually impossible, that no company could actually cope with that. But when you've got a company that manufactures its own, we've been with this company now for over 2 years, and guess what? We've never had any out of stock products, because the computer system's so smart that it works out the trend of which products are going to be ordered the most. Just flick a switch, and guess what? The products are delivered on time. And the worst I think we've had is maybe one product was out of stock and it came next week. So they're not getting shipped in from the Far East in China, which takes at least 6 weeks delay. And the worst thing in the world is have customers is not happy. Because when you drop off that catalogue or do it online and you've got a fantastic offer and then it's not there, what does the customer then think of the company? So back just our company, it's rock solid. Even in the lockdown, we've carried on. We're still printing catalogues. You know, we've never stopped printing catalogues. So they still work. We've got absolute foolproof way of doing the catalogues. So the public's happy. You know, so a lot of people are worried about sort of answering the door to people. We've got a complete system in place to do that. The results are better than ever. The company's got so much money behind them. Over the last 10 years, they made 100 million profit each year, and that's included investing £11 million in research and development to make the products better. So if you've ever been sniffing around and think, oh, I wonder, there must be some way of making lots of money out there, well, this is it. It's just up to you whether you get stuck into it or watch what we're doing for a few years and then jump on board. But the time to jump on board when as a company's turning over 6 or 7 million, and then there's a potential that you know can go up to 100 or 200 million, that's where the mega money's to be made on the team building side of it. So again, if you've got any questions or you don't understand, bob it to me or anybody you know in the Team Terrier Group. Make sure you're connected to the Team Terrier Group because we will have the best support system in the company, if not the industry, because we're looking for different ways to improve on what we've got, and it's working fantastic now. Anyway, have a fantastic bank holiday weekend. Remember to give this a little like, a comment, what you're up to at the minute. Have a fantastic Sunday and a bank holiday Monday, and I'll speak to you all soon.